Hello and welcome to Tasting with Mike and Matt. I'm Mike Veach and this is my partner in crime, Matt Kohorst.
Howdy.
And today we thought we would try a different little video.
Mm-hmm.
We thought we'd just pick two each of our favorite wheat recipe bourbons.
Yeah. And it could be anything, any year.
Yeah. Well, I did kind of rule out the old Fitzgerald 1849 vintage that we were doing because we wanted to try to make it things that people could get.
Right. Exactly, yeah. So everything that we picked today, I think we're doing 2 bottles apiece, and everything that we picked today is available. Some harder to find than others, but mostly, you can get it.
Okay.
If you're looking.
Do you want to start?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so my first one is going to be the Green River Wheated Bourbon. All the Green River stuff has always been really good.
Right.
Fairly priced. I love the price point on it. And this one in particular is the Green River Wheated, of course, and it's 90 proof. I like the horseshoe style bottle too. It's very cool. But yeah, I think you're the same way. Everything that Green River puts out is pretty.
Yeah, they make
good.
decent whiskey,
Yeah.
And it held up well against the 1849 or the actually that we tasted that against the old Fitz. What was it? The decanter that we had.
Right. Yeah.
You know, it did okay. I mean.
Yeah.
And I think when I was in the hospital, you did a blind tasting, and it was your all's favorite of one of the two videos that you did.
Yeah. So I mean, this stuff, like I said, the price is great, and they do like a wheated, they do a regular bourbon,
They do a rye.
They do a rye, so that they pretty much run every type.
Yeah.
Nose is great.
Yeah.
I'm getting a fruity nose today.
Yeah. Lots of apple.
Mm-hmm.
Apple, vanilla. A little bit of a baking spice, like maybe nutmeg.
Mm-hmm. Cinnamony, nutmeggy kind of thing. Yeah, baking spice.
I'd say more nutmeg than cinnamon myself, but
yeah.
a little oak.
Just a hint of oak in the back. Yeah.
Let's take a sip.
So yeah, you know what? It is definitely nutmeg.
Mm-hmm.
It's got that nice nutmeggy spiciness. The fruit, definitely apple on the fruit.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
It's almost like an apple pie a little bit.
Get a lot of that apple and nutmeg to start with.
Right.
But, to your defense, the nutmeg's turning into a cinnamon on the finish.
Mm-hmm. Which gives it that kind of apple pie kind of flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really good. And I'm getting a hint of caramel in there too.
Mm-hmm.
Finish is nice, not overly long, but nice and warm.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of sits there. Really good stuff.
Yeah, this is a really good,
90
proof bourbon.
Mm-hmm. All right, so what is your first selection of the day?
My first selection is the Ben Holiday soft red wheat. It's a barrel proof, rickhouse proof, 120.4 proof.
So a little higher on the
A
proof.
little higher, but 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a great whiskey. I've had this bottle. It was bottled June of 2024, so it's about a year old or so, a little year and a half old.
Yeah, yeah.
But I love the fact that it's a screw cap.
Right. Smart move. Bottle design's cool. I like the label. I remember trying this, I think at Justin's House of Bourbon, when there was some reps from Ben Holiday that came
Yeah.
to Louisville, and I think that was when this was coming out, and yeah, it kind of blew me away.
So
It's got a nice rich caramel nose.
yeah, I'm getting more caramel, and I'd almost say it's real ripe apple or pear.
You could get in a pear there, yeah.
Not as much spice, just a hint of like maybe pepper,
Mm-hmm. Lots of
smoke. Let's take a sip.
Okay. You know, it's the high proof. It doesn't drink like a high proof.
No.
It's lots of caramel, a little bit of that pepper, that black pepper.
Yeah.
I would say pear. Yeah, I think it is pear. I'm tossing up between like a Red Delicious or a pear.
Well, it's like either a real ripe apple or a real ripe pear. You know,
Yeah.
it's maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah, but yeah, I really like the fruitiness in this one. It really holds up, and the finish,
You know,
being 120 proof, it's not bad.
not only do I get that apple and that spice, that pepper, but I'm also getting a little bit of a hazelnut maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
And
get that.
yeah, I really like that, which just goes to show that they're using a fairly good amount of barley malt and not enzymes in making this.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. But yeah, full body. It's got a lot of flavor. I think that's 120 proof, and I can pick out all these nice things about it. It's got a rich mouthfeel.
Yeah.
The finish is great too.
Curiosity, just a splash of water at
Okay.
120 proof.
Yeah, let's give that a shot. It still carries the same flavors. Really brings out the fruit more.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought the fruit really came forward,
Mm-hmm.
and then the pepper on the finish.
The pepper almost turns into like almost like a nutmegginess for me now.
Oh,
Yeah.
for me, it's definitely just a lot of black pepper.
A lot of black pepper. It's funny how like just a splash of water just does so much for it.
Yeah.
For better or for worse, I think this is just as good with the water as it was neat. So
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well,
I guess
time to get some new glasses, and we'll be right back.
So, Matt, what's your next favorite?
So my next favorite is one that I love. Not as easy to get. Gets released, I think, now once a year. Starting with 2023 was their first
I
one.
think so.
And it's the cellar aged, the Maker's Mark cellar aged. This one always makes the top of the list for me every year as one of the favorites of the year. So a little hard to find when it comes out. I don't think it lasts very long. I think it's
Yeah.
but every year this one's a solid. It's just been a solid addition to the Maker's Mark portfolio. So
And it's reasonably priced for a limited release, you know.
Mhm.
I think retailed for like 120, 125,
yeah, I
something
think
like that. I mean, it wasn't ridiculously. It wasn't no $500 bottle.
right. Yeah, yeah. And it's just one of those that I think the $120, might be worth it on this
Yeah,
one.
or even
It
150.
definitely is worth it.
150.
150, yeah. All right, so let's pop the cork on this. This is the 2025 release.
Yeah.
And it is 112.9 proof. All right.
Okay.
You put your nose in it, you immediately know it's Maker's Mark.
Right. It's got that traditional Maker's Mark vanilla, apple, little bit of pepper, oak, and just a hint of leather.
Yeah, the leather really brings it out. I get a hint of chocolate note on this one. I don't know if the proof's a little higher.
Or the cellar age. The fact that it's older.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely a good whiskey.
Yeah.
Let's take a sip.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It really is good.
Candied apple.
Candied apple. And I get
A little bit of a pepper on the finish.
Mm-hmm. I get a little caramel chocolatey note on there.
Mm-hmm.
The finish is really good. Like it has for me it has almost like a dark chocolate with oak finish for me, and that leather kind of sits down there too. Yeah, I really enjoy this bottle. Every year they've come out with it, they've all been very, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the one I picked. Like I said, it's a little harder to find. Usually when it comes out, it gets bought up pretty quick. But definitely, if you haven't tried it, be on the hunt for the one when it's released because it's worth it, especially at $120.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, what do you got for us for the final one?
My last one is the Castle and Key Wheated Bourbon. It's a whiskey that I really like. It's 100 proof. 4 years old, I believe. I don't believe this was a 2022 release, so it probably is just 4 years old. No, 5 years old. It says here, years aged, 5 years.
Okay, all right.
So it's a very good bourbon, underrated in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people just don't talk about it, but it's.
I got a pretty good. It's good to know Veach story. Remember that? I think it was kind of around this time of year, maybe a little later. We were picking up bottles for Tia. At.
Tia is Rosemary, by the way.
Yeah, Rosemary. She's Aunt Tia to me. But so we went to. What was the first one?
Jeff the Creed.
Jeff the Creed, and that's when we realized, Wednesday. Distilleries, for whatever reason, they're not open on Wednesdays.
Yeah, this is during the pandemic, I believe, or
Yeah, or
2021, just
Yeah.
after we all got vaccinated and such.
Yeah, so we picked up the bottles there, even though it was closed, and then we just went out to Castle and Key, and it was closed as well. But somehow somebody figured out that Mike Veach was there while we were walking around, and then we got invited to test some whiskeys that they hadn't released yet, and they were just trying to figure out which ones they were gonna release and all that. So
I think this Wheated was one of them.
it could have been one of them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah. So good to know, Mike. We got to taste some pre-released whiskey from Castle and Key that day. It was awesome.
Yeah, but very different notes.
Yeah.
It's lots of vanilla, more of a peach apricot nose,
Mm-hmm.
some oak, and maybe just a hint of spice, but I'm not really sure what it is. Is it white pepper or is it cardamom?
I think it's cardamom. Because I was going to say there's like a lemoniness, maybe a citrusy note to it.
Yeah.
But I think I would go with cardamom on this one.
So let's take a sip.
That's
Definitely.
lovely. Yeah.
Definitely get that apricot,
Mm-hmm.
vanilla, cardamom on the taste, but then it goes to a white pepper on the finish for me.
Yeah. It's almost like a vanilla latte-ish kind of thing, and then the fruit comes through, and yeah, it's just a really nice. It's kind of a mellower kind of taste there. I really like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great whiskey.
It really is.
And underappreciated, in my opinion.
Right.
You know, this ought to be selling every bit as good as Maker's Mark, in my opinion.
Yeah, the Castle and Key stuff. Like
Yeah,
another company like Green River, they like everything they put out is really good.
yeah.
Yeah. So, and I think it's pretty readily available.
I know it's readily available in Kentucky. I believe they're in most states now.
Are they?
Yeah.
So yeah, if if you're out of somewhere besides Kentucky, just take a look for a Castle and Key and pick it up. I think you're gonna be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, and I think the Ben Holiday is also readily available in most states now.
Yeah.
You know, when it first came out, it was mostly like Missouri,
Mm-hmm.
you know, Kentucky, and
Kind
that
of their area, and
Yeah.
then Kentucky, yeah. But yeah, they put out good stuff every year. I mean,
Yeah.
all of these guys are heavy hitters
Yeah.
as far as like producing year after year great stuff. So
You know, and if I had to pick one today as my favorite, you know, it's hard to say no to the Maker's Mark Cellar Aged.
it is.
You know, because it is like an 8-year-old product, you know,
Yeah.
and it's really good whiskey.
And it's, I guess maybe it's kind of unfair because it's like a special release versus these guys are
Yeah.
kind of like like a yearly kind of thing, right? You know,
Mhm.
like so it is like
Yeah.
$120 bottle, but yeah,
Yeah. But if I had to go for second, you know,
that's tough. That's real tough.
I really like the Ben Holiday, but I really like the Castle and Key, but I really like the Green River.
There's elements of each that are just really good.
I would have to give the edge possibly to the Ben Holiday because of the higher
That's
proof.
what I was thinking.
You know, the higher proof, you add a little water to it, and it's just a really good bourbon.
Yeah, it's really good. I think I would do the same. And then Castle and Key and Green River, I don't know if I could pick a favorite out of those two.
Yeah, they're both very different.
They're very different, very good. So, yeah, any of these bottles are worth it. So if you can find these on the shelves, pick one up and let us know what you think about it in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
This has been a fun one.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, cheers.
Cheers.